Hey, what's up, everybody? Woo-hoo! Happy Friday, and day 3 of the Abundance Power Jam.
Yes. If you've been here all 3 days, then put 3 in. Put 3 in. If you've been here for 2 days, put 2 in. If today's your first day, put newbie. Welcome.
Yes.
It's the first time.
So excited that you guys are here for us because this is day 3 and we've had
the final day.
Right.
This is no mas. This is the final day.
Okay. You're on vacation.
I've been in Spain. I'm on vacation. It's time to get back to vacation. But first, day 3.
And so we just want to say, number 1, thank you guys for joining us, no matter whether this is your first day, your second day, or you've been with us all 3 days.
Yes.
Thank you guys for dedicating this time to your personal growth, to your
next level.
Yes, to sharing.
I continue to be my own rescue.
Bam. So on day 1, we're talking about really just resetting.
Yes.
Resetting our lives to create more abundance in all the different areas. Day 2, we took a look at all the 4 different areas. Your relationships, spirituality, finances.
Right.
Like just really taking a look at how do we create more abundance, because abundance is a 360 experience.
Right.
And a lot of times we look at abundance only in one area, and for the most part it's that finances.
Right. Money and possessions, where I live, because that's what television shows us.
Right.
You know, and things. And so this was a great, delicious conversation about where we are, and so many people joined us.
Right.
Oh my God.
The first day, I thought we did crazy insane. Second day, we doubled it.
Come
Who
on.
knows how
all over the world.
Right.
Australia,
to play.
New Zealand. We had all
Africa,
over there.
We had China.
Canada.
Atlanta.
Jamaica.
New York.
Cali.
I'm just telling you, Cali in the house. California.
Right. East Coast, West Coast.
But the most amazing thing was the radical action you guys have been taking. So Laz, I see you. Erica, we got your homework. Amani
always.
Right. David,
Robert.
Right.
James, we saw yours. Look, I'm gonna hold the space for our men that are in there. Right.
Woo,
Fred, we saw you guys posting your work in there. Thank you guys. For those of you guys that still haven't done it, go back. Go back and still do it. There's time.
It's not too late. Make it happen.
Right.
Because how you do one thing
is how you do all things.
It's how you do all things.
And they're all simple, doable things, right? So we did it on purpose so you can see, imagine if you took your life on like no kidding and you did this every day. Right? Not just for our Power Jam, but every day you took your life on like you had something at stake.
Right.
So make sure and go back. Use the hashtags IAMOR, I am more.
I am my own rescue. Isn't that beautiful?
Come on.
Just keep saying it.
And I continue to be
my own
rescue.
And I'm my own breakthrough. I'm my own big. And that doesn't mean it's all about you, only you, but it does mean it all starts with you.
Right.
Your breakthrough, your radical future starts with you.
Mm-hmm.
And so this whole conversation has been, I continue to be my own rescue.
Right.
I am my own rescue. I am about abundance, and I'm about abundance
now.
So now, boom. Drop the mic. Now we're on our third and final day. You know, 3 days of just igniting your fire.
Right.
And today it really is about none other than take action. So I learned from Susie. She always says this quote from Joan Baez. Joan Baez says that action is the antidote for despair. And I like to add a quote from Lisa Nichols that action is the prescription for success.
Come on.
That how is it that one word is the thing that can move you away from what you don't want, and it's the thing that can move you toward what you do want. That's a powerful verb. Action is just that powerful.
Now let me remind you, as Lisa's talking right now, if Lisa says something, Susie says something, I say something that you can resonate, or you're like, that's your aha, type inside of the chat, hashtag BOL, breakthrough out loud.
And that's just as important for you as it is for the tribe. Because if I see Matt doing it, or if I see Lisa doing it, you have this kinship like, oh, if he can do it, I can do it.
Yes.
Right? Having a breakthrough out loud is about sharing with your community, holding yourself accountable, but inspiring the community to do something. You have no idea how many people are watching you. Right? Watching you.
And they're going to see your BOL. Right. Or they'll hear our voice. They're not going to watch this. They don't know what happened. They're going they're coming after the fact going, what just happened? But your BOL is their breakthrough, because you'll say a nugget. Because when you do your hashtag BOL, say what the breakthrough was, so that someone else can get just that nugget. I can't tell you, I've read so many people's Cliff Notes, and their Cliff Notes was my blessing. Like that's all I could take in at the moment. I wasn't ready to register for the entire course, but I would read the Cliff Notes and the summary report. So I love that you said that.
And then watch as people will post on there, hashtag Yana, YANA.
Right.
That you are not alone. Right. Showing that, you know what, I get it. And that your breakthrough, as you said, maybe somebody else.
And you guys have been great on the hashtag Yanas. You guys like really jumped out there, Yana, Yana, Yana. Y'all, some of y'all typed in 1 hand raised, 2 hand raised. Because you've been in our tribe before. You know, we like to put our hands up and stand up at times.
Right, when I go to other trainings and people don't do that, I'm like,
or you go for the clapper and you're like,
yeah, we are a unique tribe here. We like clappers. We like to raise our hands.
Right. We like to acknowledge you.
Because we want to live in action. Because we want to live in action. Because here's what I know is that the distance between you and everything, say everything. Everything you want is 2 things: your communication and your action.
Come on.
You want to close the gap between you and what you want, you up-level your communication and you up-level your action. Promise you, there's no way. Now, mind you, there might be some turbulence that could become a bumpy ride because anything that's not of you, for you, and possibly against you will need to fall away. But I don't think that that's a bad fallout.
Hashtag BOL right there.
Right there.
Right. So let me give you an example of what some action is, because I think people are like, okay, well, I want to take action, but how? What do I do? Right?
It's my coach talk.
So 1, look in your life and go, where are you stagnant?
Okay, wait. So number 1.
Look in your life. Where are you stagnant?
Write it down.
So when you look at stagnant, I mean, where are you not moving forward, right? It could be in relationships.
Type it now in chat.
Yesterday, it could be finances. It could be in your self-worth. It could be charging what you're worth.
Suki now. Give it away.
I'm not worthy of. They won't pay me. They won't value it. Yes.
So when you look at that conversation inside the action, it's just, I don't value myself, so why would you value me?
Right. So then when you do that, here's what I love. So the action is identifying what area that you're stagnant. Then the second action is, how do I get unstuck in that area? What do I need? So if that's the case, then you need personal development coaching. Now, you don't need to get it from us. That's fine. I'm not saying that to plug us.
But we got some amazing personal development coaches.
I'm not saying it to plug us.
We'll go high five.
I'm not doing high five in my face again. High five in my face again. Go. I'm here. So I'm not saying to plug us. I'm just saying that's what you need. Now, where you go to get it is on you. We happen to have an amazing team. I'm a little biased about, so I'm gonna say come here. But you go. But the key is that you know what you need to get unstuck. So if you're dealing with, I'm not worthy, I'm afraid, I won't.
I'm not good enough.
I'm not good enough.
I've made too many mistakes.
Right. If you're dealing with any of that, you need someone who's 2 to 10 steps ahead of you that can pull you forward in that area. Here's the biggest lesson I learned. Lord have mercy, and it was everything to me, that I had taken myself as far as I could take myself. If I continue to believe that I could take myself further, that's ego and that's idiot. Both in the same sentence, that ego and idiot. Because I take myself as far as I could take myself. So find someone, whoever that is. If it's someone on our campus, great. If it's not, that's great too. The awareness is what you need to know.
How many coaches do you have right now?
I got health and fitness. I always have you. I have about 3 or 4.
How many coaches do you have? You have 2. I have 2. Right. So me too.
Right.
My team, really, the kind of environment we have.
Right.
We have an
and then we have a company coach. Right. We have a company coach who helps us work and play together so that we can love each other while we work and play together. And you know, that's funny. You should say that. The last person who asked me that, 2007, was a very prominent celebrity who we all respect. I won't say the name. No, don't say it. No, don't say it. Anyway, it's someone that we all super admire. And super admire. And when she asked me, I realized, if that's what you're doing, she had 4 at the time, I had 2 at the time, and I walked away knowing 2 things. 1, I was on the right path because I had 2 coaches, and number 2, I was going to get 2 more coaches. I don't know what they was going to coach me on, but I was going to have the same number she had. So anyway, so the first action is to realize where you're stagnant, and then 2, the second part of that is to ask, what do you need to do to become unstagnant? What area in your life? Big. And look at a 50,000 foot. Is it business development, personal development? Is it self-worth? You know, is it purging? Because sometimes you can't hold on to something. Write this down. You can't hold on to something new. All that stuff you're trying to grab, you might not be able to hold on to it because your hands are full with something else. Your hands are full with, possibly, your hands are full with being everything for everybody, but not enough for yourself. Your hands are filled with guilt and shame and blame. Your hands are filled with wondering and being afraid, am I going to be able to do it? And so you can't hold on to the next blessing. All of a sudden the blessing comes by and it goes right by because your hands are full. And so what do you need to release? What do you need to let go of? And then who can help you do that?
Right.
Who can help you do that? And so that's number one. So the second thing inside taking action, because this whole session is on taking radical action. So now that you know what's holding you back, now what are you going after with clarity? What are the three things? We did three things yesterday, the day before. We talked about what are some of the things you can do. So what are three things that you want to achieve in the next 18 months? What are those three things? And by what date will you have it? So number 2 is to list 3 things that you want to go after and the date, not February, but I'm going to have that on March 15th by March 15th, 2018. What's the date? Susie said if you can't circle it on the calendar, it's not real, right? She said you can only circle Sunday, not someday.
Can I just tell you how having by-when days has changed all of my relationships?
Right.
Like anytime somebody says, "Oh, I'm going to do that," okay, great. By when?
And do they look at you? They look at you a little strange. Like, they're like,
now I'm going to put myself on blast because I used to hate that question. Like, by when? What do you mean by when?
I'm just going to get it done.
Right. But and Susie, you were one of the first ones who brought it in. Like, by when? Right. And I was like, well, I don't know. I'll get it done maybe within a week. Okay, great. When within the week?
Yes. Right. She did that to you too. She did that to me too.
Okay. And what I love is it kept me on target.
Right.
Like now and it also made me realize like what else do I have on my plate? So realistically in my mind, doing a project or getting something done, I don't allocate the amount of time for all of my stuff. So it really made me take a look at what do I have in my personal life? What do I have in my work life? And how do I divvy up my time so that I'm spending it equally and giving each project, each person, each relationship the amount of time that it deserves.
Come on, some of you have to heart this.
Yeah, y'all got to heart it up.
Heart up. Is pretty amazing.
Because really what he's saying is, and this is part of number 2, is to move from ambiguity to clarity.
Right.
So set clear, concise goals that you want to achieve in the next 12 to 18 months. And then the second part of that is to move from any ambiguity to absolute clarity. And when you move from ambiguity to clarity in one area, here's the bonus. You start moving from ambiguity to clarity in all areas. So when you know you have someone, I'm single, so I'm dating, right? And so I realized how ambiguous I was in dating. Like, oh, I want someone in my life. Right. And then their idea of someone in their life was like moving in. Like, coming to my family function, right? Coming to my family functions. Oh no! I meant not that. So what I realized, I'm just saying, I'm on vacation.
Right. Here but not here.
And I'm single, right? So I realized that clarity, once you start having that level of deep dive clarity in one area, you really begin to want it in all areas of your life.
Right.
And so that
starts happening. It starts popping like popcorn, right?
Yep.
It's like all of a sudden miracles, right? We take miracles for granted, but we have some amazing miracles that happen every single day. But we're so accustomed to
just sunset,
being ordinary. Now, when we talk about action, I want to talk about radical action. I don't want the safe things. I don't want the thing you have in the bag. I want that thing that's burning in your belly.
Right. She ain't no joke.
If it's like I was writing a book, I want to write a book, I want to publish a book, and then as Lisa always says, publish a
bestseller. Don't publish a book, that's boring. Publish a bestseller.
Right. If you want to be on stages, if you want to put a program together, if you want to be in a relationship.
Right.
If you want to be married.
You want to serve millions. You want to touch millions. You want to impact millions or hundreds. Or 10.
Like, what's that thing that if you knew you couldn't fail, you would do? That's the kind of thing I want to do.
What's that story you want to tell when you sit down at the end of your life? What's that thing you want to have in your autobiography to say, this is what I did. I jumped out the plane and I soared. What is that thing for you?
And I think that it also comes down to relationships as well. Like I think back that there are some relationships that some of us are avoiding that we know that we need to either clean up or get healthier or And if you
allow to flourish, don't dodge them. You
you
talked on day one. You talked about how you would do people at this distance, and I would use travel as, oh, I'm so sorry, you want to be close to me? I'm so sorry, I'm 3,000 miles away. I would use that as well, but allowing friendship, not just romantic, but platonic, trusting that process again. And so,
but you know what we have to do in that? Because this is what I did, and it was a game changer. Is I realized I was the biggest fish in the pond. Right, so everyone was coming to me, and that's exhausting.
Oh, wait, hold on. BOL, if that's you. Yana.
Like,
if you know you the biggest fish in your pond, and you feel like Godzilla in an apartment building, like you all cramped.
Come on.
So I put together my friend pie. You know, we talk about putting a guy pie together or a girl pie together, like whatever your
pie is.
Whatever makes you feel
whatever you want to put in the oven there.
Whatever makes you feel pious.
What are the qualities that you're looking for? What are the values that you're looking for, right? So I put together, here's who I want my friends to be. Like, I want to hang out with friends that have integrity. I want to hang out with friends that are willing to support me, but also willing to call me on my stuff. I wanted friends that would be there. In fact, I have on my hand those people that I can call up in the middle of the night and go, hey, this is going on, and they would jump out of bed or get on a plane or figure out how to come home. I just didn't have that. I was the one jumping out of bed. I was the one doing all that. Right? So just as much.
But on the other side, I love your story that you were on a train in Spain,
in Italy.
In Italy, and she was. You're on. I'm gonna tell her story. She's journaling and she's talking, and she said, I want to do a trip like this with my girlfriends. And you realized that there wasn't anyone in your circle that you can call on to come to Italy because they were all broke.
They were all broke. Or take the time.
Right. And then here I invited her back to Barcelona with me next year.
I'm going.
Right, but it was an intention of you changing your circle.
Right. I'm just getting clear because I wanted to be able to have that circle of influence, and I didn't want everyone always coming to me to go, well, who would those people be? So I had to come to trainings with people who were playing bigger than me. So when we talk about the Abundance Now event, like, we have some giants in the room. They don't say I'm a giant, right?
You just know,
They walk in the room.
They walk in the room and they're gladiators. And so as we're talking about your action list. So I want to put on your actions. Number three is to make a list of your rocket booster friends. You don't have to have a long list.
The qualities and the values.
The quality and the values, and these people make you stand on your tippy toes. If your list is 2, that's fine. If it's 15, great. If it's 4, great. Just know what your list looks like so you know who they are. And then my goal is that through your relationship with us, we add people to that list until you got this you got this robust community where all in your, like, when I look at my text, you know, the text area that I got tons of, I look at the people that are texting me and I'm wowed by who they are in the world, and they're checking in on me. And so let's create that and expand that, and let's make sure first is to make the list and then to go, what do I need to do to attract? Like attracts like. People amaze me when they make a list of the partner they're looking for. They make a list of the friends they're looking for, and they not be in that list. Like, so
one of the first things that I did a long time ago was take a look at how I was showing up in relationships, and it's specifically dating. And I asked myself, would I date me? Would I date me? When I said no, I wouldn't date me because of this and this and that.
That's
like, that was my checklist.
That would be for the advanced students. If you choose want to do that, the advanced would be make the list of your qualities and your attributes, and then ask the question: would you want to be your best friend? Would you want to be? Wow, go on now. So now we're talking about taking action. So now number 5 on the action list, and so I might get off numbers, but I'm on vacation.
Wait, can we use that one too?
Right, no.
Lisa's on vacation.
Right. So number 5 on your list. So this is all about taking action, right? So far we've set dates, we've looked at what's blocking us, we've made a list of our friends. So now I want you to, on your take action list, I want you to make sure that you look at what's the result. So this is the 5th thing you do. What's the result that will occur if you don't do it? Everything's not going to be about you running. I want to find out what's the cost that you will pay if you sit down. And let me tell you why. I'm not trying to do it to prick you, poke you, and to make it painful, though it could be painful. But here's what moves me. Knowing what sitting down will cost me and the benefit of me running. Sometimes just knowing the benefit of me running isn't enough. I got to be committed to not pay that cost, because most of the time I've already paid that cost in the past, and I'm not willing to pay for it again. But I got to be attached to both.
Some hearts and loves.
That's a big boy, big girl conversation, though. What's the cost to you? What's the cost? And now the next thing, the last thing for you being in action. The last thing for you being in action is, are you willing to invest in your own personal explosion? Are you willing to invest in your own personal, and that's not a setup for you to join us. You don't want to join us, don't join us. We want the right people in the room with the right mindset. But are you willing to invest? It blows my mind on how people want, so many times, and you may have seen someone, if you've seen someone like this, then just let me know in chat, that you know someone who they want you to invest in them, but they're not investing in them. Like you gotta, energy chases energy, results chase results, money chases money, like good vibes chase good vibes. If you want more of it, have some of it. Like if you want more of it, have some of it. So I invested. I was my first investor. I saved my money. Some of y'all know I wrote the check to myself. I invested $62,500 in my dream. For 3.5 years, I didn't go get my nails done, my hair done. I didn't go out. I saved my money investing in my dream. So I wasn't surprised within the first 14 months, I was able to raise $532,000 in investment dollars. Why? Because I told the investors, I've already invested. I'm the first investor. So are you willing to invest, whether it's $5,000, $500, or $5? Are you willing to invest? Are you willing to invest time? Are you willing to get up earlier? Yeah, I know you like sleeping until 6 or like sleeping until 7, but are you willing to invest an hour in the morning and 2 hours in the evening in yourself? What are you willing? Are you, that whatever number I'm on, 6, 5. Whatever number that is to answer the question, make the statement, I am willing to invest what? Now tell me what. Remember, clarity is king. Ambiguity doesn't produce result. What are you willing to invest? What? The first part is, are you willing to invest? And then if so, what are you willing to invest? I want to invest some sleep. I'm willing to invest up to $600 a month. Give me the number. I want to invest up to $25 a month. Because all that, I don't have no money, you got money. Because if I told you, you won the lottery or you won this A7, but you got to pay the taxes on it, you will find the taxes to get that baby in your driveway. So you can get what you need. So what are you willing to invest physically? What are you willing to invest emotionally? I'm willing to invest the willingness to apologize to my husband. If your area of abundance is relationship abundance, and you know that your ego or your she-go is in the way, are you willing to invest humility? I'm just saying, don't get me started.
Oh, she get hot. Right. It's getting hot in here. Right.
I'm on vacation. I'm so tired of people coming to me, and you want me to lift your life heavier than you gonna lift your life.
Fix me.
You want me to flex a muscle and use my muscle right there. Use my muscle to help you curl your weight. No, you got muscles. So what muscle you willing to flex? And when you willing to flex like that, oh my God, you're not worried about what's around the corner on its way to you. You're not worried about what is. You don't even use we don't even say what if.
No.
Let me tell you why. Because whatever if is, it better worry about us. It better worry about you. So those are your action steps that I want you to do, to be in action. And then the last and final action, which to me is the catalyst to all action, I want you to register. I want you there on the 22nd. Why? Because if you think you got some value, if you got any value right now, if you got value, first of all, I want you to put in chat, I got value. First of all, put in chat, I got value. If you got any value here, we on Facebook Live. Come on. We on Facebook Live, sitting all the way over here, you all the way. What happens
when you're in front of us?
When we
get to touch you, feel you, move you, experience you.
When you're in the community of people that are like-minded, that are in action, that are taking steps to better their lives. Like, just imagine.
It's a vibration. It's that thing where it's like, it's why the football, teams and all of them, they just start going together. When you do that, there's an energy that you're only
excited.
Right, you're only 1/3 of all the energy that's happening, or 1/8 or 100, and but you get to benefit from all of it as a whole. I love it. I'm always striving. I'm gonna always keep brilliant, amazing, inspired people around me. I'm gonna find excuses to be with them. I'm gonna pay. I'm gonna invest. Don't I pay every year? Remember back in the day when I wanted to pay that money to be around them people who inspire me? You were like, Lisa, we don't have it. No. we're going to go get it. I have to be around them. They scare the bejeebies out of me. I don't understand half the stuff they saying. I can barely afford to be there, but I'm not leaving the room. I recommend that you come into the room. On July 22nd, we're going to be in Chi-Town. Chicago! Give me some pizza, some popcorn, okay, focus. I'm going to be in Chi-Town. We're going to be with our friends over at CUT. We love our partners over at CUT. They've partnered with us for like the last 14 years, helping me to grow, being a warm community for me. Now I want them to be that same community for you. The value of the event is over $500 for 1 day, full day. If you think this was valuable, this was less than 45 minutes. We want to make sure that you got a full day, 8 hours, 9 hours. Some of y'all going to be there with us for 10 hours. Some of you are going to be there with us for 2 full days, or a day and a half, a day and then another half a day, because you've chosen to do that. You get to choose that. It's valued over $500, but you get to come for $197.
Right. Damn.
It don't make no sense.
Where else do you find the transformation of this caliber, of this
You do
level?
not. You do not.
Well, you don't. Right.
You don't.
You do not. What I love is like you won't. There is that point of like, no, I want my community to have it. I want them to
and we're there. This is not a profit center for us. We don't make a huge amount of profit off of a $197 ticket. We're limiting it to 400 to 500 people, really keeping it intimate. The space holds a lot more than that, but we want it to be smaller, really tight and intimate. You know, so when you do tight, intimate things, that's when you can charge $2,300, $1,800, easy, effortlessly. We can make that happen. But we chose to have you invest $197. That's a massage and a half.
Right.
That's it. That's a massage and a half. And if you choose to be with us for VIP is delicious.
Right. So for those of you guys that have already taken radical action and said, yes, I want to be a part of
Congratulations.
Let the community know.
I cannot wait.
Let them know in the Facebook group.
That's good.
Really, because you're going, oh my gosh, Matt's going, oh my God, Matt's going, oh my God, Laura's
Okay, type your name and say, I'm already going.
Right.
Type your name in chat right now. Say,
figure
I'm
out roommate situation, whatever y'all need to do.
And so for those of you guys that haven't joined in, there's still a few opportunities for you to take advantage. Very, very small, because we have to limit it because of the experience. For the first time, we're really taking...
For VIP?
Yes.
So, yeah, we normally have 200 seats.
Right.
And VIP. You guys know that. And we sell out every year. We sell out VIP. And VIP is normally by itself about $400 by itself. At 200 spots sell out. For this one, because I want the VIP experience to be in my suite.
Right.
So I want you in where I rest my head. I want you listening to my music on my playlist. I want you to sit on my couch that I'm resting and I'm relaxing on. I want you to be in the space that I'm in. And therefore, we only got spots for 50 people. Right. Because my room is pretty big, but it's 50 people.
Right. And so not only are we having the night before the Abundance Now event.
It's in my suite at reception.
But the VIP laser coaching, which
is everything.
In the past, like just that laser coaching, like we do the VIP laser coaching on the bonus day, and that right there is
oh my God, worth its weight in gold.
Exactly.
Just the breakthroughs that come out of that, because it's so organic, and we're teaching from our hard lessons.
But here's a great thing. We're teaching our hard lessons, but we're answering your questions.
Right.
So what's in I really push it for people who are business or you want to build your brand. It really is a great fit for you. So what question, if you had the answer to that burning question, it will make all the difference in the world in your business. So the reason why what Susie was saying, sorry to cut you off, is so valuable is because we're not teaching from our agenda. We're teaching from your agenda.
Right.
So it really goes back to like our coaching. We charge $25,000 for that. So if you were to sit with myself, and you're way more than that, you know, to sit with Lisa to go, here's my questions, how do you answer those? So we're kind of opening up that to this community to go, let me give you what I give my other students. Right. So it is delicious. Right. Some miracles come out of that. So if you're wanting some miracles, you need to sign up for that.
So we started with 50 slots for VIP. We're now down in the early 20s, the young 20s, or even the teens. I'm not sure. But I do know
very little.
they're going to go really, 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 really fast.
Right.
And so that's $397. And that $397 is not on top of It's not on top of your $197 general admission fee. It includes your general admission fee. So it's $197 for general admission. You spend the entire Saturday with us. And if you do VIP, those of you who would choose to do VIP, you spend the evening before with us in my suite, and then you come in early on the day of the event and you do laser coaching. Your job is to come empty. Our job is to come full. Your job is to write down your three burning questions.
Yep.
And don't forget them on the evening of the reception, because even though that's not formal coaching, we're hanging around.
Right.
So you got access to this one and that one.
Right. You slide me a question.
Right.
I'm gonna slide you an answer. Right. So you might want to write down 6 questions. I'm not sure. And then the next morning we start bright and early. We have a full day, an amazing time, and then
we've got some breakouts.
We got some delicious breakouts for those of you in general session. So even with your $197 ticket, there's some really amazing breakouts around personal breakthrough. And you can come early and you can take advantage of that. I haven't said this before, but I'll say this because this is the last day, is that if you know you're radical, and I'm radical, and you're in your business and you want to grow your business, I'm just going to advise you to keep your Sunday clear.
Right.
You might want, you would have to make the choice, you would have to choose, but keep it clear so that your schedule at least gives you the freedom to choose yes and to opt in. I'm not going to tell you any more now, but I'm just saying, if you want to be radical, we do.
If you want the sneak peek,
that's what you're talking about. I'm just saying, sneaking it. I'm just saying, it's all the way out. It's a month from now, so you can either your schedule's still clear or you can clear it. Move that mountain for your breakthrough. So I'm excited that you've chosen to be with us in these last 3 days. I'm excited that you've chosen to invest in yourself. And this is an investment, even though it's free. This is time.
Right.
My grandmother says you can get back a car, you can get back a house, you can get back another job, but you'll never get your time back. So thank you for choosing to invest in yourself. Thank you for choosing us as a vehicle and as a vessel to allow our messages to come through us to inspire you. Thank you for trusting that our credibility, our lessons learned in building businesses and doing things really, really right and doing some things really, really wrong, that we can serve you and be with you. Our goal is always to, as a tribe, to go from one platform to another. But ultimately it's to get in front of you. Ultimately is to create a situation where you're holding hands with us or someone else in the tribe and you can feel the physical connection. Because the one thing you can never replace in life is physical connection. Though we're together right now online, there's something that happens when the distance between two people becomes 0 and we can touch and agree. And so from our family to yours,
we love you. Physical connection.
Really?
She's on vacation.
I need a vacation.
She's been gone.
Love you guys. See you.
We'll see you guys.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.